Alright y'all, what's going on? It's Craig, and today I want to break down this whole walleye cheater video, and I don't want to waste time, and I want to apologize. I actually got an eye infection. I picked it up from my wife, but that allows us to work on some content. But I wanted to break down this walleye cheater scandal and actually what happens and what goes on out there as an angler. Still to this day, I get tons of questions. If I go fishing and I'm on the Great Lakes, if there's 10 boats that pass me, 8 make a comment or say something crazy. So what happens, there are walleye tournaments, and these guys go out for a set amount of time. As a bass fishing pro, I bring back 5 fish. Some circuits weigh in every fish, some weigh out on the boat, but we bring fish back. A walleye fishermen, the same way. They bring their fish back.
Good work, guys.
Standard tournament.
Tell us how you guys caught these fish, man. Tell us how you got them today. Everybody's struggling.
So,
you guys pulled it out. Good work. You want to guess how
right here is a few guys, and I
it?
have to say, as soon as we start in, there's a few guys, and the guys in third place are Ryan Buddy and Jason Keefe, and then we have Steve Hendricks and Brian Elder, and then Jake Runyon and Chase Kaminsky are in first place in points. So they have to finish within the top 6 to bring home this extra money to be the top team. So there's a lot of red flags as the weigh-in goes on, and the thing is I hate bringing these guys to the table, but it's affected me this year, and not all fishermen are like that. Like when you go and talk to a sponsor, these guys have hurt professional fishing. They have hurt their sponsors. They have hurt the look. But in all reality, they're just a small percentage of assholes that do this. But the sad part is that these dudes have been taking money from guys that don't do it full time. So that's the other crappy part about it, is that these guys are anglers. They've won like $3 million, I guess, over the 3 years. So it's absolutely crazy to me to think that these guys have won this much money. They're representing bigger companies. I mean, it just blows my mind that guys are going through with this. And, you know, like this tournament, for instance, we're getting to, it's like $30,000, $28,000 is that there. It was up for grabs for the team of the year. So the tournament director is Jason Fisher, and it's the LEWT, the Lake Erie Walleye Trail, and he also runs, I think it's like the Fall Brawl. So he sees a lot of these fish as they come up. Like, he's looking at these fish, and what happens is you got, you know, a 5-foot guy that walks into a place, and you know he's 300 pounds, but he's not. It's really weird. These fish that they were showing and what they weighed is what drew the flags, but there was a lot of red flags before this even started. They were protested, and I've done some research, and you'll see further on this video, I've done some research ahead, and these guys were actually protested and failed a lie detector test for like the Fall Brawl or the Walleye Slam, one of those other events, and that really sucks. So these dudes have been just doing this for a while, but I want to show you a couple reasons why they did the things they did, and it just blows my mind. But it's like premeditated. They thought this out. They need to serve jail time. Here we go.
He was married a couple weeks ago. Sam's out here
See,
somewhere.
that's the crazy part. This is like, people know each other. We're like a family out there. Even if we don't fish the same trails or whatever, we know each other. And that's the crazy part about it. You listen to Jason right there and listen to him talk about this stuff. This is what is absolutely blows my mind when you put money on the table.
Currently, our third place team for team of the year.
Third place team.
Jason Cuff.
Right here, third place team. We talk Ryan Buddy, Jason Cuff.
723.
Cuff.
It's right there. 6'3", guys. 6'3", gonna fall short on our big fish. We got 4 to add to it.
We got a limit. So 5 fish is a limit overall weight.
1653. It never locks in at the higher weight.
See,
you guys got
our
the
fish,
today,
so
all right, bro.
That's another thing I want to explain, is that our fish here, let me pause this, because our fish in a bass tournament, they have to be alive. Like, and if they're not alive and they're dead, you get pound penalty. it just blows my mind that with the walleye world, it's a little bit different. You know, a lot of the walleye, you know, that's good eating. So that's what they do. These fish come in dead. And, you know, it's just crazy. This would have probably eliminated, you know, a lot of the chances of, you know, other tournament cheating. You see what I'm saying? Like, this would have been like if it was a largemouth bass tournament and you come in with 5 dead fish and they look funny. We already know. When you're in a walleye tournament, you come in with 5 dead fish and they look funny, you're like, I mean, these dudes been doing it for a long time, and I mean, finally they're like, hey, something is not right. This is not right. So let's keep watching so you guys can actually see what actually happens. And it's just crazy. And there's a lot of profanity. So I really want to let you guys know there's a lot of profanity into this.
So I'm really excited for the opportunity. It's kind of a different mentality coming into this because I'm kind of prepping for both at the same time.
This is huge.
But it's super exciting. It's a cool international format. We go to another host country and compete for the top predator species on the given body of water. And there's 4 of us heading over there, me, Max Wilson, John Hoyer, and Nick Schertz, and super excited about it.
These guys fish up.
Okay. This is who they are fishing against. Is guys that represent the United States in fishing tournaments. And actually, this dude is Ryan Buddy. You can find him at Team USA Predator Fishing at Facebook. This dude has done a ton of stuff. When I started researching and getting more into walleye fishing, I grew up walleye fishing. My dad's a big walleye fisherman, just never in the tournament side of it, but it's the same thing. But this guy right here, Ryan Buddy, these guys are class acts, true professionals. They are representing Team USA, and they are in 3rd place, and they're about to get ripped out of a first place shot. You know, if they finish in the top 10 and they have a pretty decent bag, you know, they could shoot all the way up to the first, because Runyon and those guys got to finish probably in the top 6 or something to lock it up. So let's see where we got to finish. What's going on here?
Fish on the national level. Ryan Buddy's part of the National Walleye Tour. They travel all over the country. He's a hometown guy. He's been fishing.
There's stories
with
inside
Jay. You guys
of stories.
Are previous Team of the Year champions in what year? 2010. I was still in diapers, and these guys were out fishing roots. But you guys are in 3rd place this year. We'll see how it pans
Jason
out.
Fisher is a
But I
stand-up
want you guys
guy.
to follow Ryan on social media. He's fishing for the United States. He's going over there representing the country. It's almost like the Olympics for fishing. So why don't you give them your social media and plug yourself a little bit. And we appreciate you guys, and hopefully you guys do well out there.
Yeah, I mean, the best way for this is it's Team USA Predator Fishing on Facebook, or you can just follow me, Ryan Buddy, on Instagram or Facebook, and I'll put the links to it as well. So follow along, and we hope to represent well, USA.
Round of applause for Ryan. Good luck out there, buddy.
This is serious stuff. I mean, we've all seen the videos, but I don't know. I mean, when you watch it, I am very surprised that these guys got out of there. So that was the 3rd place team. This is the 2nd place team.
Brian Ulmer.
Steve Hendricks and Brian Ulmer.
Team Kaminsky and Runyon. They got to get, I believe, 5 spots on them.
So they got to
5 spots. Maybe
okay.
it's 6.
Okay,
They
so
got a hefty bag.
let me pause this. So they got to get 5 spots, maybe 6 on Jake and those guys. So Jake and those guys got to bring it today. Let's see what these guys weigh in. Let's see.
28-18 is what you got to get.
28-18.
Take the lead here. 28-18 is what you got to get. You got 21-40.
21-40.
Currently sitting in 5th place.
They're in
Currently
5th
sitting in
place.
5th place. Good work, guys. I want you, just tell us just a little bit about your season and then how you guys did it today.
So these guys are in 2nd place and
We
they
fished
catch
a lot this year and had a
Straight
great
up.
season. You guys do a great job. And
If you're up north, you know about the walleye guys.
today we ran about 45 miles one lake and all that stuff. And so we lost a couple of decent fish, but overall it was a great effort. Thanks for all that you guys do.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. I think we're down to the wire here. We got a couple more teams. To weigh. Who we got coming
Okay,
up
we
with
just
the
seen
scales?
3rd and 2nd coming
Pump 74.
for Team of the Year. So this goes bigger than just this tournament. Like I said, there's like 28,000, 30,000 online, and that doesn't include the bonuses, folks. That was another thing I wanted to. The bonuses in fishing are huge. These guys get Ranger bonuses if they win this tournament, which could be another $5,000.
Coming on up to the scales, he's got one fish. I know my man Nate's got like a 2.5 pounder.
See,
he's got you beat.
That's what frustrates me. These guys are working men that put their money in the pot. And you got guys like this that are pulling off their professional fishermen that has been ripping guys off and gals. Everybody across the board, everything they've said, everything they do, everything they represented is like shit now.
Uh-oh. I'm seeing some, what is it, 3 fish? I'm smelling a winner today, baby. Where's old Good Luck Chuck?
We got winner. Lake Erie Walleye Trail.
743. You got, what is it, 2?
742. See, that is big fish right now. 742. I can't wait to get there. I just don't want to ruin it for everybody. That's the thing. Like, I haven't watched. This is the first time I literally watched the video all the way through, so it just blows my mind.
Team of the Year race leaders.
Okay.
Our second place, Fat 5.
Okay, we're going to set it up right here. This is where it all starts to go right here. So, here we go.
Of the Year race leaders. Our second place, Fat 5 team. Second place, Fat 5.
Okay, so they're number 1 race leaders and second place Fat 5. And what that means is throughout the whole year, they take the heaviest bag. So if you had the first heaviest bag, obviously you're going to get extra money. If you get second heaviest bag, you get extra money. So you got Angler of the Year money, you got the Fat 5 bonus money, plus you have the regular tournament money. So these really, you can win, you know, half of your salary just fishing a weekend tournament. So that's what pisses me off and pisses a lot of guys off, that guys will go to this extent, and it's crazy. And I heard that Jake Runyon's wife left him. Good. He's a douchebag. It's crazy.
Weighing in a big fish.
Just never.
790. Weighing in a big fish. 790. Locking it in. 790. Weighing in 5.
Okay, before I forget, also that Fat 5, they could took it through the big fish that you weigh in through all the tournaments, but I doubt it. I imagine it's your heaviest 5 fish throughout the whole year. So these guys just ended up with 790. Okay. Wait until they hold these fish up to take pictures. It's just crazy. It is crazy.
I gotta tell you, you gotta beat 16 some pounds. 33.91, 33.91. Your new leaders, locking it in, Team of the Year. Definitely Team of the Year champion.
Dude, locked in Team of the Year. They won this tournament. This probably puts them up on that Fat 5 bag contingency bonus money.
We need pictures of those fish over here. Stick around a while.
Kaminsky and Runyon. Dumb and Dumber. Little League jackasses. Here they come. Now listen, and you can hear what they say in the background. This is a lot. Let me tell you guys this. There is a lot of profanity in here, so just be cautious. If you're young, please be cautious. This is a lot of profanity. Guys are upset. This stems back more than just what we're seeing now. They've been doing this for a while, and that's the bad part. I mean, you guys will, it's just, it's crazy. So just keep that in mind. A lot of guys are upset. Men, women, children, this is family's food on the table for some men. Fishing is life. This is a lifestyle.
Up the scales, they got 3.
Look at that. Look at those. Look at the bellies on them.
616.
God,
616.
you can just see the bellies on them right there. Like, the other one's got a really good shot. You can see the bottom bulge.
That it?
Right there. Right there. I don't know if you can see it right there. Look at that one right there on the side. Golly. Yeah, you know what was just said. Yep. Here they go. Alright, what you're seeing now is Jason Fisher tell Jake, don't put those fish back. Or it's the other tournament director. They're saying, let me see those fish. Don't take them and flay them. Check it out. He's going to take them home, put them in his live well, whatever they do with them. Obviously, they have to take them. So just imagine what's going through this dude's mind right now. Holy shit. I wonder if he knew that he was busted.
Tallying up. I think that's everybody. We'll double check the scores.
Okay, so this is not out of the ordinary. This is what they do at the end of every tournament, and it takes forever. I mean, there's a few circuits that I fished throughout the years, and it just takes forever. It's like, it's just part of the game. You know, you wait for your check or they mail you a check. Me, as an angler, I have a fishing account, so all the fishing money I get, I need it ASAP because I can put it back in. So, let's see. That's what they're doing. They're just doing a final check, telling them they're not throwing any red flags. He says, Jake, let me see those fish. So, here we go.
I need somebody from the Levi tent over here. Let us know what we got going on. We'll conclude with some of the Levi raffles. Steve, if you got raffles over there, let us know what's going on over there. We'll announce it.
What's that? Yeah. Fuck no, that didn't.
Okay, so you hear that right there? These guys are saying that is no 8-pounder. So they must have got big bass too. They blew the field out of the water by like 7 pounds or something like that. Like, there was no comparison, like, at all. In most tournaments at a certain time of year, you will have that discrepancy, but for the most part, it's a 2 pound, sometimes it's ounces. I've seen it, but just 7-pounder this time of year, man, I don't know. I would ask the same questions after seeing them pull these fish out of the bag. No question in my mind. It's crazy. So he grabs another basket. Here comes a lady. All 5 of them. It's like a 6 or 7 pound average. 615 or something average. It's crazy. They're already coming, right? That's what we all thought. They're already coming. It's about to pop off. I got the tension just watching the video. I got the tension. See, your fish were so much bigger than his. The 4-pounders weighing 6, 7 pounds. Something is not right. Exactly. Here comes some profanity, guys. Right here. Okay, what's about to happen?
We got weights and fish. There we go.
Wow. Boom! Holy shit. Wow.
Where's the other one?
Listen, just listen, all these effing years. Oh my God. God, watch, it's a lot of profanity. Man, God. Man, I feel. Wow.
Go get that motherfucker! How you like it now? Huh?
the other, Chase Kaminsky's not even in the picture. He's back here on his wife's lap here in a little bit. I seen some pictures. Jake Runyon stood up there. Dude, that's okay. So it is literally the biggest fishing scandal ever. So it just blows my mind. So let's do some more investigating and and fill you guys in and exactly what happens with like the flays. Like everybody's like, oh, we know they got big weights, why were the fish flays in there? Oh, it adds weight. Well, also it allows those fish to digest it easier. It allows it to slide down a little bit easier. So they take those big weights and they wrap them up in there and they push it down the gullet. It's like a little crusher inside a fish's throat. And I don't think my big bucket bass right here has a gullet, but let me pull this right here. This is my fake big 15-pound bass, but this down here is like a gullet. So they just take that flay and they fold it up around, they just wrap up that egg sinker, and this is a largemouth bass. The mouth ain't that big, but they just stick it down in there. Some guy said they had pliers down there. I don't know. Let's see what we can dig up. All I know is it's just crazier and crazier and crazier, and it just keeps going and going and going. And I heard they just pled not guilty. Holy crap, guys. Holy shit. So, I don't know. Stay tuned. Let's see what we can dig up. Alright, y'all. I did some searching. I found a section of this video where you actually get a really good spot. So, this is Jason Fisher. And you'll see it right here.
And I'm like, I am serious. I want to take a look at them. So I took a look at the fish.
This is where he's explaining some things.
The first one in the basket, and if people were yelling
this is
at that
Big
time,
Water Podcast. You can watch their whole thing on it. It's
on
pretty cool. I mean, it is super.
And I pulled
they
the
did a
second fish
super
out,
good job
and I laid
at
it on the
covering
ground,
everything.
And I squeezed the fish. I wanted to feel if it was mushy because both of these fish were dead. And when you have a walleye, there's a firmness about them. I'm sure you could, tell people more about that, Craig. I know you could. It's just, a live fish. They're firm. And I just wanted to feel the fish. So I squeezed the fish. I squeezed the belly, and I immediately felt things in the belly of this fish, hard objects.
Producer dude, could you show a picture up there while we're doing
Right
this?
here it is. It wasn't in the original video. Right here is what we have, but we didn't have it blown up, and I wanted to share it.
Yeah, so I felt these objects, and I stopped right there, and I told somebody, my weigh guy, I said, hey, go get me a knife. And
you can see that
he got me a knife,
those
and I
big
handed
balls,
him
actually.
my phone, and I said, videotape this, because if there was something in those fish, I wanted to show
the fillets
that
of fish.
I was going to remove
those are
something
things
from those fish.
we covered, but I
And
wanted
as I
you
cut
guys
that
to
fish
actually
open, I
see them.
immediately
I mean, the
found,
big shot. I
one of
mean,
the
there
lead
is
weights.
like, count them.
And I just...
Let's stop, pause that. Let's go back so you guys can get a good shot of it and how crazy it actually was. Look at that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 weights in that fish.
And as I cut that fish open, I immediately
just
found one of the lead weights. And I just... Oh my gosh. It was just...
I'm looking at your picture here, and you were looking like you're going to come off at somebody. And
yeah, he's pretty upset. You guys heard that.
I'm trying. I said... See, the only thing I messed up on is I said, get the F out of here. If I would have just said, you're out of here,
like I said,
I think I would be getting some MLB umpire endorsements, but, I guess...
Emotions were running high, so... It's just crazy, but you guys can watch this full video.
I got a little animated
at the Big Water Podcast. Guys do a great job, so check that out. So let's get back to the show. Here we go. This is a video I kind of forgot about, but it says right here. Let's go back. I don't know what video this is. I kind of just found it real quick. It says Ohio fishing dual charge with cheating. It just keeps going, but it also has some stuff in it, and it shows some pictures of how much these guys have done it, just how large it is to the fishing community, and I am tired of hearing about it, so I'm ready to have this just be put down. It's just terrible. I mean, it really is terrible. It's about as bad as my eyes. You see, oh my God. And they just keep getting worse. It's just got to run its course. But you guys see right there, I mean, those dudes are just right here. Bad dudes. Just terrible. And I'm a tournament bass guy, and it affected us so much, like we talked about before. Man, I'm out there and I'm just doing my thing. I have high school kids with me practicing and work, and they're like, "Hey, want to buy some lead weights? Hey, this, hey, that." It's just absolutely blows my mind. And I'm not just, I'm not exaggerating. I am serious. If there was 10 boats went by, 8 boats asked me about this whole ordeal. Do you know who they are? Did you see? Was you at that tournament? You know, do you want to buy any lead weights? You know, these guys are just. It's crazy. So it sucks because things have changed and fishing has changed, and unfortunately it's about the money. And you know, it's just terrible. It's terrible. And like we talked about, these guys are getting more play than the loot, than, you know, it's the Lake Erie Walleye Trail. I mean, they call it the loot. It's just crazy that, I don't know. It is just crazy that guys will actually do this. And I honestly think, and I know there's more that is going on. So we'll talk a little bit about that too. That's for bass fishing. That's the whole Mike Long. There's other guys that people don't know about, but it's absolutely crazy. But I'm still looking. I know they got some sentence. I thought they did. I mean, the only thing I find now is bond. So let's see what happens, see what we get. All right, y'all. We did a little more research. And what we're finding is on actual Jake Runyon, Chase Kaminsky. We already know the story. Let's see what happened. What they said: pled not guilty to cheating charges at fishing tournament. It's crazy. The two guys, I hate even saying their names anymore because they don't need anything else. But it's, if you ever see them around, Jacob Runyon, Chase Kaminsky, these dudes, I don't even know. It's just crazy. But it says the two competitors accused of attempting to cheat in the Ohio Fishing Tournament pleaded not guilty to several felony charges Wednesday. These two men were charged earlier this month with felony cheating, attempting grand theft, and processing criminal tools, along with misdemeanor counts of unlawfully owning wild animals after allegedly stuffing walleyes with lead weights and fillets at Lake Erie tournament in September. This is crazy. This is just in October, so like a month ago. And it says if successful, Runyon and Kaminsky would have won $28,760. And like I said before previously when we were talking, you know, these guys, there's a lot of money on the line. This sport is super hard. It is what I do. So it's absolutely crazy to me that somebody is doing this. And we talked about making millions, but, you know, third, second, first, there's money involved. And it's crazy how much they actually have won over the years. So we've talked about that, you know. It's just crazy, millions. And it just says Lake Erie Walleye Tournament Trail, Jason's suspected Runyon. We know the story. We've seen it. Wow, it's just crazy. It is absolutely crazy. Neither man has issued a public comment. They were released Wednesday after posting a $2,500 bond. So we're going to dig into this more. I'm sure there's more, so just give me a few minutes here. Okay, y'all, we did more digging.
Appeared in court for the first time. The images are via WKYC in Cleveland, Ohio.
This is crazy.
Here is Runyon with his lawyers on his left and right. Kaminsky, seen here, followed suit, appearing in Cleveland court as well. The pair made no comments in front of a judge and exited the courtroom together.
There's some more of this stuff. It's all
This is
over.
a case that caught everyone's attention when it happened.
Rick Storm.
And here's the latest.
Did a
Per
good
the
job.
Associated Press, the two men accused of stuffing 5 walleye with lead weights and fish fillets during a lucrative fishing tournament on Lake Erie
Pled not
they pled
guilty.
not guilty
We know this.
to cheating and other charges.
Yep.
The cheating allegations
Come on,
surfaced September
give us some good
30th
stuff. Let's scroll
when Lake
through
Erie
there.
Walleye Trail Tournament Director Jason Fisher became suspicious because Runyon and Kaminsky's fish.
There's always been stories about this.
Of course, it was completely out of his control.
Yeah.
Before the inspection that took place, The pair had been poised to win the
Crazy.
competition and Team of the Year
Absolute
honors with a
crazy.
total prize of $28,760. Judge Stephen E.
Still blows my
Ball
mind. We've
set
seen this like
personal
5
bail
times
of
now, and it's just every time I hear it,
$2,500
blows
for
my
each
mind.
Fisherman, which they posted, according to court
And that's a
documents.
salary for some people.
The charges
Seriously.
are fifth-degree felonies, meaning they could
You know
each bring a
that.
punishment
5th-degree
of up to 12
felony
months in
teaches
prison
something new.
and
Something
$2,500
good.
in fines. The duo also face a misdemeanor count of unlawful ownership
No fishing
of wild
license, I
animals,
heard.
a charge related to raw
You see
fish
it?
fillets they
Okay.
allegedly had on their boat. If they're convicted of that crime, their fishing licenses could be revoked indefinitely. Now, here's the thing.
They should be.
In the
No question.
2021 season, Jacob Runyon and Chase,
Okay.
many are ticked, as they should be. And the reason is because those that are peeved by this and competed against them and lost to them have long suspected
Yep.
foul play. Observers and officials had felt Kaminsky and Runyon were cheating as long ago as a year prior. The Toledo Blade would report Kaminsky and Runyon were DQ'd from the fall brawl fishing event after they had won because
See?
one of them failed the polygraph. Heading
This is crazier. I forgot to mention this. The fall brawl. They actually failed the polygraph, and those are in place for us fishermen. We talked about that in the first video, or just the first little section. And it's just when we actually talked about them, I didn't mention what they have actually been in trouble for in the past. This is not the first time that this has happened. This has actually happened on a couple occasions, and like we talked, people thought about this. I mean, the anglers felt like something was up, and you know, that's just like I said, you know, it is like comparing a Volkswagen almost when you look at those fish to a just a SUV. It is just that crazy. From a 4-pounder to 8-10 pounds, it's just crazy. It just absolutely blows my mind. But the polygraph test, super important. Fall brawl 2021, they failed it. So, you know, they tried to take it. I heard they failed it multiple times. Maybe we can get into that a little bit. Let's see
Heading
where
into
they're
the season
going.
culminating championship event, Kaminsky and Runyon had led the season standings for Team of the Year.
Yep, Team
They
of the
needed
Year,
to
we
finish in
did.
10th place or
Yep.
better to clinch the title.
Yep.
They blew away the field by like 5 to 6 pounds, Fisher said.
You know, live fish, they're firm. And I just wanted to feel the fish. So I squeezed the fish, I squeezed the belly, and I
we've
immediately
seen
felt.
this. This is crazy. There's a big
I
weight.
stopped right there, and I told somebody.
So
my weight
yeah,
guy, I
that's
said,
pretty
"Hey, go
much
get
it.
me a
Let's
knife."
do some more digging
And
and see what
he
we
got me
get
a knife,
here.
and I handed him.
Okay, yo, I found that video. I wanted to share it with you. Now, this video just absolutely cracks me up.
Fab 5 thing. You take your 5 best fish, and they take that total weight. You get a payout for that too. So we're sitting in second place for that, first place for Team of the Year. We take your 4 best tournaments plus your championship points, and that's what determines Team of the Year.
This is
So
absolutely
which did
crazy.
you win? Those are the 4 tournaments you won this year?
We won Roxford, which was not a loot tournament. We won that, and we've won 3 loot tournaments in a
Okay, I was with Bass Pro Shops, and at this time, I mean, I heard about these guys. I was a nitro boat owner when that Rossford launched that walleye deal right out of Rossford there. It's absolutely crazy to see these guys talk about this and like how much they have won. But I was part of it. Bass Pro Shops even held them up there. You know, you heard of these guys, and I haven't. But I just had to share it with you because a lot of people respected these guys, and we didn't pay close enough attention or listen to the guys that did, you know?
in a row, Lorraine, Ashtabula, and Geneva. So we won the championship last year. Now granted, this championship is a different time of year this year than it was last year, but I don't want to sound arrogant or cocky, but I am confident that we should do well in this championship also because
They won 3 tournaments in a row, and he doesn't want to sound cocky or arrogant, but, you know, let's just hear what this dude has to say. He doesn't want to sound cocky and arrogant. He won the last 3 tournaments. They just got busted cheating. They just got through court and everything. They pled not guilty, which is a bunch of horse crap. So it's just bullshit. The whole thing's bullshit. It gives fishermen a bad look all across the board. Tournament anglers a bad look. And, you know, that's not what we want for the sport. So let's see what they got.
It's just what we do.
What do you mean it's just what you do? I mean...
Yeah, right. I hear you.
You mean like, oh, what happened?
Let's see here. He says what?
Also, because it's just what we do.
What do you mean it's just what you do? I mean... You mean like, oh, what
This
happened?
is it.
Like
You're right, buddy.
You stuffed a bunch of weights inside.
I just dug this video up super quick, so I apologize for whoever's this video is.
I guess so.
Winners win.
What do they say? If you ain't cheating, you're not trying?
Winners win.
Winners
Yeah,
win,
that's
right?
what he said. Winners win.
So do you feel any pressure on defending your title this year?
I feel the pressure for Team of the Year, I'd say. I know Chase does too. I wouldn't necessarily feel
This
the
is
pressure
disgusting.
of winning the tournament. I wouldn't be totally
These
upset
dudes
that someone else
absolutely
wins the
cheat.
chain.
And like I talked about all their sponsors on their jerseys. It is crazy. I mean, the big sports. They're awesome people over there. I don't understand. They're part of that whole Ranger thing. And it just blows my mind. It absolutely, man. It's crazy. My boy Ronnie Rhodes fishes the walleye trails, and I haven't talked to him. And it's just crazy. I know he's out there pretty hard too. And I'm curious to see what he has to say.
Because of you. I guess you should be upset.
Yeah, cheaters, man.
But it wouldn't be because you
Bust their ass.
win. It would be because you
You're a winner, because they're winners.
But I expect to win.
How many points do you guys need in order to win? Like, what place do you have to be in
You
order
have
to
to be
secure that?
6th or higher to win the team.
So basically, you cheated for no reason.
Yep.
If the top people that came in the Lake Erie tournament came in at 25 pounds, some odd, whatever it was, I was being told.
Yep,
You
that's
guys
pretty
had
much it
33
right there,
point
guys.
some
That
odd
is just
pounds.
absolutely crazy. So, I think that's a lot for now. I mean, I'm trying to really break it down and see the things that are actually going on. My kitty will not leave me alone. All right, everybody, that's a wrap. We dug up a lot. I know that there's more out there because I just haven't had time to find it. I thought these guys got some jail time, and if they didn't, should they? Put it down below. I think they should. I mean, they are taking money from other tournament anglers that not all of them have sponsors. And think about it. Sometimes the way these guys have sponsors is because of the tournament success they've had in the past that could have been done by cheating. And it's terrible. It even affects me as an angler when I approach new potential sponsors is like, hey, you know, what's going on? Like, oh, we heard about this walleye thing. See, and that brought it to national attention in a bad way. But there's a lot of positives out there. We're getting the youth involved. There's a lot of high school teams. There's college teams. People are going to college to fish, and not just fish marketing, but you can go to college on a fishing scholarship, which is super cool. So the industry was hurt big time. Jake Runyon, you know, you guys just killed it. I mean, just hurt us really bad. Chase Kaminsky, Jake Runyon, I hope you guys sit and think about what you did for real. And I think I speak for a lot of guys. I don't think you should get the book thrown at you, but I also think that you need to think about what you did, because you took a lot of innocent people's money, and that's no different than anything else that's going on out there in the world. It is absolutely a scam. And you know it, and you knew it when you were giving interviews, and that even makes it disgusting. You should never be able to fish ever, and that is me saying that, and I know I speak for a lot of guys. So, guys, like I always say, good fishing. I'm out.